everyone, Sarah Faxon here, live streaming to you from my Faxon Productions office. A bit earlier in the week than usual, got a couple of things we have to address here tonight. So for starters, I want to first of all thank you all for tuning in on this lovely Monday afternoon. If you're here in San Diego, you are missing out on some lovely weather outside. What are you doing on social media watching this? Go on, get outside and watch it. But keep watching it, definitely. So it is a gorgeous day, and I can see in this live stream that I still have a sunburn from my activities of playing with falcons yesterday afternoon. We'll definitely be posting some photos and videos of that. A couple of friends and I went out and played with falcons out in the wild wilderness, which was really cool. Just kidding. We went to Torrey Pines, hang out on a beautiful cliffside, and got to watch falcons soar and do their amazing performances of flight and hunting in the air. It was a really, really cool afternoon outside in Torrey Pines. So what we're going to be doing here today is something kind of special. So if you're tuning in, we are going to be recording our first ever Semi-Sode today. So if you listen to the podcast, Semi-Sages of the Pages, or if you haven't started yet, I highly recommend clicking subscribe or like to it and downloading our podcast to your favorite listening devices. So the Semi-Sages of the Pages, we are 4 authors on an amazing journey together, talking about our writing experiences to publication. So we are really doing everything in our power to share what we are learning with everyone else. So other writers, other creatives, photographers. We were getting a lot of really positive feedback from people who are not writers, which is something we didn't expect, but we're really proud and excited to share our learning experiences with you all. So today, what we are doing is recording our first ever Semi-Sode. So our Semi-Sode idea came about a couple weekends ago when we realized that, yeah, we are trying to release an episode every week, but in order for us to get together, it takes a lot. So we're all in different parts of Southern California, so coming together and making sure we have the availability to record is a bit of a chore. Not that we don't love it, it's absolutely wonderful, but, just in case life happens or what have you, we're going to be doing these Semi-Sodes in the interim. So every other week we'll release a full episode, and in the middle we'll release these Semi-Sodes. Or in between we'll release these. And what these are our community engagements. So for all of those amazing amount of first lines that came out, we'll be sending those, reading some of those here today. Next week we're going to have the full episode, and after that we'll be addressing other questions that we've received and going a little bit deeper into them. Now these Semi-Sodes are going to be fairly short, but we do intend to get as deep as we can within the amount of time that we use. So we're thinking between 5 and 10 minutes. So just quick little steps into our Semi-Sode world. So we're going to be recording that here today together. I've got the live stream going. I've got my handy dandy microphone ready to go. I'm pretty much going to just repeat everything I just said. In fact, I may end up using the audio from the video instead of what I actually record. So bear with me, guys, but here we go. I'm going to start recording here in just a second, and you will get to see what it looks like to record, which is pretty much me just talking into a microphone that you can't even see in the video. But we've got a lot of beautiful first lines that we wanted to ensure that we tried to share. If you submitted to us a first line, please don't stop. This isn't the end. Continue to reach out to us. Please send us comments via Facebook, Twitter, our Instagram, all these at Semi-Sages, or at our Gmail, Semi-Sages of the page, or excuse me, semisages@gmail.com. Excuse me while I put out false information. So, going to load up the documents here. I have 3 screens happening at once, so if I'm looking all over the place, that's what's going on. I've got my phone doing the live streaming up here, my big computer over here with some of my notes, and then my handy dandy iPad in the Apple world with our first lines ready to go. So this is what it takes for me to put on a podcast by myself, or excuse me, an episode by myself. That and a glass of wine. Wine helps. So I am ready here. So let's begin. Now, we're going to be recording. Sure, everybody is queuing up right now to watch this go down. All right, here we are. In 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, it's Sarah Faxon from the Semi-Sages of the Pages, coming to you with our first ever episode of the Semi-Sodes. These Semi-Sodes are going to be our in-between episodes, coming out in between our full episodes so that we can address the questions that you have given us a bit deeper. So, this week we're going to be talking first lines. Now, so many of you reached out to us with first lines. It was absolutely incredible. We got some from Twitter, from Facebook, through our email, and on our website directly, and we were so thrilled and honored with your first lines that we wanted to try to get as many of them out there as possible. So, without further ado, I'm going to begin. So one of our first lines that we received was via Twitter, and the author's name is Anatoly Belilovsky. Excuse me if I pronounced that incorrectly. We'll definitely have links to everybody's social medias if possible. And the first line goes, "You won't like it," said the corkscrew. "A most disappointing product. Not what I expected from a Grand Cru winery at all." So that's our first one, and the name of that is Bottled Up. Sounds kind of fun, something like I would like to read as I have my glass of wine within arm's reach. All right, and now on to our next one. We have A.S. Mackey, another person that reached out to us via Twitter. And A.S. Mackey's first line is, "The day the girl and the boy showed up at my door was like any other. Their arrival is now etched into my spine and has become a part of me, just as I have become part of them." Ooh, well, that one certainly sounds pretty interesting. Definitely want to add that one to my reading list. It says here that the novel is being published by Lifeway and will be released in May of this year. So that's pretty cool, and congratulations to you, A.S. Mackey, and thank you for sending us your first line. Our next one here is from Catherine Gallant. Another Twitter submission. Thank you, Twitter. Woohoo! So here we go. Catherine Gallant's first line is, "A handful of journalists came to report on the funeral of a historical curiosity. Her moment of notoriety had been over 30 years in the past, but it was common knowledge that she had caused the downfall of a prime minister and the end of the Great War." Well, I'm certainly hooked on that one. That's pretty interesting. Like to believe that that's probably a historical fiction, but Catherine Gallant, if you're listening to this, please let us know which one it is and what the name of your book is, because that sounds pretty awesome. Alrighty, now we have here, this one's kind of fun. This is from Molly, my fellow podcaster's mom's work in progress, Miss Sue Sturgis, and it says, "If I squawked like a chicken, wore a tutu, and started dancing around the boardroom, do you think anyone would notice me?" I have certainly been in some offices where I've wondered the same thing. Oh my goodness, Sue, my money's on that book. I would love to read the rest of that. Definitely as that progresses, keep us posted. I am trying very hard not to lose myself laughing. And I hear that it is an alternate history book here on my live feed. Thank you, Molly, for helping to feed that to me. Or was that for the Catherine Gallant book? We'll figure that one out, yes. And I will probably cut everything that I'm saying right now. So guys, that's some of them. We also have one more here that we have today. Not to say that this is it. We certainly have a lot more, but trying to keep these semi-sodes nice and tight. So we also have here from Cornelia Fay's book, Private Universe, which is a recent release. And it says, "Our bodies carry elements that go back to the birth of the universe." Now, this book is the third in a trilogy, I believe, and the covers of these are really quite captivating. And I'm really excited to start to read these books. I met Cornelia at a marketing class that I'm in, and really interesting, engaging covers and storylines behind them. I think they're art mysteries, if I'm not mistaken, and if I am mistaken, Cornelia, please let us know, and I will be happy to correct that. So I see that it was Catherine Gallant's story that is the now I lost the comment, is the alternate history. So we'll be sure to say that later when I re-record this. So thanks again, guys, for submitting to us your first lines. Quite a few of you have gone above and beyond the call of first lines, asking us to read or review your books. And while we're totally flattered and would absolutely love to be able to address all of that and read every book that was sent to us, unfortunately, we just don't have the time to do that. But we want to ensure that we are able to highlight your works, because congratulations and all of that. You finished, you went that mile, and you got your dreams, your stories onto the pages. So we are designing a contest to try to help focus on you and to help feature your amazing works. So once we get a little closer to our 6-month mark, we will be releasing more information on that contest. So be sure to stay tuned and follow us on all of our social medias so that you can see when that opportunity draws near. So one last thing I wanted to talk about here today is that our community of listeners are sending to us questions, and it's from these questions that we're able to plan out our next podcast episodes. So if you have a burning author question or a burning creative question, or you want to know about this panel, or if you should submit to beta readers, or what is a query, any of those things, no question is too big or too small. We're going to try to research it and find out for you. Remember, we are all semi-sages, and we are all on an adventure learning together, and we are so honored and happy to have you along with us on this ride and this journey. So be sure to let us know your questions and your comments, and we will be more than happy to try to address those on our podcast. Once again, that's the Semi-Sages of the Pages. All my love to you, sages. I'll see you soon. Cheers. And that's it, guys. We've just recorded a 7-minute episode, which will probably turn into a much shorter episode once I finish cutting it. And kind of going through it, I might re-record it. We'll see. Been pretty lucky so far with how we're doing all of this. I really have to say, if you decide to jump and do a podcast of your own, first of all, it's awesome. It is such a fun adventure to be upon. Another thing is you don't have to spend a ton of money to get yourself going. I mean, we've put a little bit of money into it, but you know, it's very easy to access. I mean, this little microphone was probably $70, and I think that included shipping and handling and all of that. And it's a really good quality, so it doesn't take a lot of an investment to see your dreams through, in terms of a podcast at least. There's definitely ways to access your dreams without burning all the money in your wallet. It's just a matter of taking the time to research the best ways to pursue those dreams. I re-listened to our second episode today of Semi-Sages of the Pages, the one in which Morgan has aha moments. And it really struck me that we said it so many times, and it's so true. You know, never give up on your dreams. Always keep pushing. Always keep pursuing and persevering no matter what. The worst days, let those be your best days of motivation. If you're exhausted from work, or you're having troubles at home, or, you know, whatever gray clouds come your way, be sure to just hold on to your dreams. Pick up that pen, pick up that basketball, whatever it may be that inspires you. Find that thing that inspires you, stick to it, and learn it in and out. And that's it for today, dear readers, and dear watchers, I guess, in this case. I will see you all later. I have to go get ready for the San Diego Writers and Editors Guild meeting. Should probably drink water before I drive. And we'll be all set. I will see you guys later, and cheers.